gonna do is use lashes. Yay, these lashes won the Cosmopolitan Beauty Awards in 2018 and they're called Pinky Good. The lashes that I'm using are called Jude. And yeah, let's get into some things. Alright you guys, so this is the final look of everything, and I think we look magnificent. But don't forget, which I've been forgetting in all my other previous videos, to use some setting spray. So we're gonna use that real quick. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And then okay, make sure to give this video a thumbs up while we wait for that to dry. That was sloppy. That was so sloppy. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next week Friday on another episode of Face Beats by Zintle. If you guys love the makeup brushes, let me know, and I love you all. Mwah. Peace out. What's up you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Face Beats by Zintle. Today's look is inspired by lockdown. It's lockdown season, it's lockdown season, it's lockdown season. But more importantly, so I hope that everyone's at home, abiding by the law, taking care of themselves, food is stocked up. If you are able to do that, because you know these are trying times, the economy is difficult, and not everyone is as privileged as some of us can be. So I'll keep those in my prayer. I have big things coming for post-lockdown for the Zintle Ramano Foundation, and I'm hoping to team up with a couple of other homes and possibly other people who want to donate, you know, so that people who aren't as fortunate to be well-fed, healthy, and mentally stable during this period do have some form of a support group. So yeah, let's get into some things. Today's look is just inspired by the quarantine, and it's how to look fly at home. I mean, just because you're not going anywhere doesn't mean that you can't be a fly ass looking boss bitch, okay? Period. So here we go. All right, so we're gonna start by doing our brows. You know the vibes. We start with our brows. But how are you guys? How are you doing? Just gonna use this brow brush from my cosmetic line coming soon, Face Beats by Zintle. This is what we're using to like brush. This is actually from the second set of brushes, the second sample set. So the first one, and I will put it in a card like somewhere over here, was a marble inspired set of brushes, and this one is more of a pastel set. I asked people who follow me on my Instagram to vote on which set they preferred the most. So if you want to be involved in more of those type of things, then you need to follow the kid on Instagram, and the link will be below. So now that you've seen that I've brushed my brows, I'm actually going to do my brows off camera. If you want to see how I usually do my brows, I will put it in the card right over there. Okay, let's go. Okay, whoa. So I've done my brows off camera, but I'm not even done doing them, because while I was doing them, an idea popped in my head, and I said, because you know my previous video, you saw that I used a concealer that was way too light for my skin tone. So I got this idea. I was like, what if I use my old concealer, what's left of it, and use the new one, which is super light, and basically use this lighter concealer as a primer for my lids, and then keep the darker one for my brows. And it's actually looking quite good. So I told myself I'm just gonna blend it in on camera. Now guys, if you're gonna join in on this whole inspired quarantine makeup tutorial, please make sure that your gloves are new gloves and not gloves you've been wearing the whole day. Okay, these are completely new, just put them fresh on just for this video. So make sure, please make sure you put these on. Right, so now what we're gonna do is blend this in. And the brush I'm using right now on my face is from Huda Beauty. I can feel that the hairs are synthetic. Not like Face Beats by Zintle brushes, where I'm not trying to compare and say Huda Beauty is a bad brand. No, I'm just reviewing. I'm sure Huda Beauty has real hair brushes, but this, like, it feels like way too hard. It feels very synthetic-y. So let me do that. Pat it in. Okay, y'all see that? Brilliant. Now you're just gonna brush stroke it up, up, up. Brush stroke it, brush stroke it. Just like that. Okay, now this is for my girls who have eyebrows, so hairy eyebrowed girls. What I do even after I'm done with this is that sometimes some of my hairs will go out of place. And I don't thread my brows. I don't, like, no. I want to preserve my youth for as long as I can. So just take the brush, this one right here. This one is from Face Beats by Zintle. If you see a pink brush, okay, let me just clarify. If you see a pink brush during the course of this video, know that it's from Face Beats by Zintle. If it's not pink, it's not mine, unless I state so. Unless I state otherwise. Okay, magnifique, bellissimo, bellissimo. Just gonna. Perfect. Now what we are about to do, is a shadow. About to do is a shadow. And the brush we're gonna use is this little dainty brush, which is from Face Beats by Zintle. So now, just gonna get in there, get in there, get in there. Just a minute. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to prime, but I'll prime when I start my foundation, because I'm just doing Corona. Miss Rona really got us like all over the place, I promise you. Okay, so I like this brush. It's small, it's dainty, because I have small and dainty eyes. I don't like big brushes on my lids. It just doesn't work. We never get along. So this is gonna be a blue smoky eye. Thought I'd do a little throwback. I've been doing a lot of cute little conservative looking looks. So, yeah. Okay, now on to the next lid. See if I come closer, if you guys can see better. Let me know. Okay, y'all see that? Pigmented. Okay, so now we just gotta add some extra justify, extra warmth in it. So notice how today we're not doing any like kind of angled brush look on the primary, on the first words are evading me, on the first lid layer, but you'll see as we go and we progress. Now let's see. Okay. So now what we're gonna use the very same brush, and the palette that I'm gonna use now is from Essence. It is called the Royal Party palette, Royal Party eyeshadow palette, which I'm sure if you've been here, if you're an OG, you know I've been using this palette for like a minute. And if you're new, like I promise you, look at my video, like my 3 other previous videos. I'll put a card right there of me reviewing this palette and also just using it. Okay, now we're gonna use the color All Eyes on Me, this one right here. Most of my looks, I don't have them planned out. I just like go with the flow and see what I'm feeling like and build on it. I've noticed that I tend to gravitate towards reds a lot, so yeah. Now before you even, might be a little bit too late to tell you this, but at least I haven't started doing my foundation. Before you do your makeup, please make sure all of your brushes are clean and disinfected. Like after every video, whenever I use my makeup, I wash my brushes immediately. And this was like before COVID. Now that COVID is here, hopefully not here to stay, I'm just extra cautious. So I would recommend that everyone has 2 sets of makeup brushes, so that when one set is dirty, at least you have an extra clean one on the side. See, now this is a secondary layer that we do the little with. Okay, here we Okay, so pretty. What we're gonna do now is get our foundation. I wouldn't call this doing a cut crease. I don't call it a cut crease because whenever I do this, it doesn't look the way the other girls' eyeshadow looks, but it's like a mixture of my own little thing. I don't know what to call this. Putting concealer in between here. An attempted cut crease, could you call it that? Maybe. It's an attempted one. Okay, this did. Don't worry, it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I know what I'm doing. I hope so. I think so. But an epic fail! do. Okay, we gotta fix this. If you do a mistake like what I just did, you need to move fast before the concealer dries. Otherwise you're just gonna end up with a really awkward looking shadow set. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the blue, if I can find it. Okay, this blue, take it like that. And then put it back over here. Okay, so I'm complete with this eye and I'm gonna do now on camera, because before I had no direction, which is why it's important when you do your makeup, like you gotta have a direction and a look you're trying to do. I know it's quarantine inspired, so I know I wanted definitely cool colors, but I was just like, let me just flick. So we are going to get this color called Showtime right here, and we're just gonna pat it on. Make sure you put concealer just before the blue that we had put here, so just by the corner, and then you pat it on like that. For the purple magic. Okay, so now here, like our previous step where we left that concealer to dry, is where we are now going to get this gold chairs. So right here, we're just going to lightly, by that concealer root, just follow it and put the gold shimmer there. Okay, like that. And then you look like this after putting the gold shimmer there. Okay, like that. Right, now we're gonna get this red Ruby Kingdom one right here, and we're gonna lightly just follow the arch of our eye and the arch of our brow, and lightly brushstroke, yeah, like that. And then you follow the root of this flick here. Right. Okay, just lightly do it. And it'll look like that. Make sure I get some over here. Alright, so this is what it looks like so far. Okay, now what you're gonna do is get this one as well. I'm gonna put it in the corner of our eyes, right over here. Okay, and don't worry about this mishap happening here, because as soon as we get our foundation on, we correct it. And that's why I always do my eyeshadow before I do my eyeshadow before I do my foundation. Now I'm gonna do it like these. Okay, perfect. Okay, and now you're just gonna get the blue once again here, and we're just gonna make that a bit darker. Okay, so just get it, and you get in the corner there, and you just lightly get in there like that, and you just follow the line. Lightly get in there. And remember, we encourage mistakes because we fix it with foundation and eyeshadow. Foundation and concealer. Okay, so it looks crazy. I know it looks crazy right now, guys. We look crazy. This is how art is made. Okay. Okay. Bellissimo. Now we're going to move on to our next step, which is putting on some foundation so we can look pretty and not look this crazy. Let's go. So we're just going to prime our skin now with the infallible L'Oreal Miracle Magic Essence Drops. Squeeze it here by the tube. We're just going to do that and that. And then we're going to and on our nose and our forehead. Okay, now get a clean makeup brush and just get in there. Okay. Reason why I do this is because we have our gloves. We do not want to touch our faces with our gloves. Our gloves have been touching everything else. And is it just me, or have you guys noticed as you wear gloves that like you begin to realize how many things that you touch like on a daily basis? It's like crazy to me. Okay, so now what we're gonna use is the matte clay fortification from Body Shop. Matte, woo, I don't know why I said fortification. Matte clay skin clarifying foundation. If you look at my previous videos, I explained that at first when you put this on from the Body Shop, it may look orange at first. It may look very orange and very scary, and it's like, whoa, why are you changing your skin color, bro? And then after a while you realize, oh, just wait for it. The magic is gonna happen soon. So we're just gonna use our foundation brush. It looks like that. And we're gonna stroke. So the first time I used this, I was like, what the hell did I buy? What product is this that I bought? I am orange af. Like, is this the wrong skin tone color that I bought? Like, I look crazy, I look scary. And then I gave it some time and I was like, oh. Then I gave it some more time and I was like, oh. Then I gave it more time and I was like, oh. So yeah, make sure you get your forehead. Like, this is my area that I always forget, is like getting my forehead like well and blending it with my hairline. Because what happens is that whenever I don't blend it with my hairline, this is not glued to my thing because I'm also setting my wig. Then I see like my foundation, my concealer, my everything, and it just looks wrong. So now we're just gonna give this some time to dry. And you guys are gonna see the magic. Wait for it. Ah! Put on some setting spray. So we're gonna hallelujah. Hallelujah. That last one put me off guard. And then I would like some more gloss. So this is my favorite gloss. It's from Smudge Cosmetics, and its sole purpose is to shine like me. I'm a diamond, so I always put this on like Lost when I need that extra. And that is all from me. I hope you guys love this look. Please give me a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel below. I took off my gloves because you're not supposed to keep them on the whole day, so make sure you take off those gloves when you're done with this makeup look and throw them in a separate bin that is for like your germs and your gloves and your ickies, and not in your casual bin where you put your food and stuff. Stay healthy and stay safe during lockdown and quarantine. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll be back next week, Friday, GMT +2 at 7 p.m. right here on the BAAB Media Group channel. Make sure to like, once again, comment, and subscribe. And your girl is out. Peace out.